Hey, great day to you all. I hope that you are all able to wake up super grateful to be alive again another day in this experience. And I hope that you were able to tell yourself that you're amazing and you're capable and you're strong and you're healing if you need to be, or you are healing. And I hope that you're telling your body and your organs how much you're grateful for them functioning for you. And I hope that you're, embracing your experience fully and getting the most out of it. This live is fueled by me coaching somebody in crisis this morning. So it needs to be said. So you can count on me for that. People, you need to understand something. If you see and know that somebody that you choose to have around you is inflicting chaos and conflict and hurt and suffering on another individual, and you know it's happening, and you do nothing about it, well, consider that you have equally accepted to end up with the karma as this individual is creating. Why does it happen like this? Well, because nobody in this world is meant to watch another person inflicting suffering and pain on another and do nothing about it. So, if you know this is happening and you do not step up and do something about it, you are equally as guilty as the person that is inflicting the harm. Literally. And a lot of people sit there with zero self-accountability and say, oh, it's not my problem. It's their problem. It's not me doing it. Yeah, but if you know they're doing it, and you know it's wrong, and you still remain around these people, well, you are as equally responsible for what they're doing also. Because you have not stepped in. And that's why I don't keep a blind eye to anything. And that's why I step up and I say whatever I have to say. But it's really messed up to know that people are literally watching others in states of suffering that are induced from another, and they know it's happening, and they don't do anything about it. Well, don't think for 1 minute that your free will of, oh, it has nothing to do with me, rids you of the karma of that. Because if you're aware of the situation, and you've been made aware of the situation, and then you choose to do nothing about it, you're just as equally guilty as the person doing it. That's why I encourage you guys more than ever, watch the people that you have around you. And don't just think that by allowing people to have their free will and their choices and whatever, that it does not affect you, because it does. It really, really does. And why was this live fueled today? Because somebody came to me in crisis this morning, and I really can't believe that others are sitting back watching it happen and doing nothing about it. It's not a joke. And it really doesn't sit well with me. And when somebody gets to the point of crisis that they come to me physically, well, they're in deep. And this person told me this morning, Tobi, I know the way you handle things. And I don't want you to take this on because of the consequences that you can bring on for yourself. And I had to tell this person, yo, there is no consequences for me when I work for the Most High. It's not for no reason that you're sitting here right now telling me about this. It's not for no reason that your suffering has led you to me. It's not for no reason that your soul has led you to me. I'm not one that sits back and knows that another person is inflicting chaos and suffering on another individual and I let it happen. No. I don't care what name is attached. I don't care what the circumstance or situation is. If there is somebody that is inflicting harm on another individual and brings that to me, well, then it becomes my business. You see, it would have remained not my business had this person not brought it to me. But now that they have, it has become my business. So, it needs to be said, and it needs to be known that if you are sitting back, watching, and allowing others to inflict harm on people, you are as equally guilty as the person doing it. And that's serious. Because everybody believes, whatever. Nah, fuck that. Okay? And I know how that feels. Because it's happened to me. That many people have watched and sat back and witnessed things that I've had to go through and not done anything about it either. But that's okay. Okay? But all those people that want to sit there and run in circles that are causing suffering for people and chaos and conflict, trust me when I tell you the karma is real for that. I don't operate like that. And I really don't care whose name is attached to it. I could have known a person for 40 years. But if today they're acting a certain way that is inflicting suffering and harm on another, God help them. Literally. Because I don't stand for that. I do not stand for infliction of suffering and pain on another individual, no matter who it is. So let that be known today. People need to govern themselves correctly and from their hearts. And I see the wickedness quite clearly. So today, what I want you to realize is this. Don't think that anybody is on a high horse and untouchable when it comes to karma and what you're producing from your own free will and choices. I don't care who you are. But I also know why certain people stay attached to me because of the protection. Well, guess what? The people who are out there inflicting chaos, harm, and conflict on others don't deserve protection from anything. Okay? And it's not cool. I don't like to see people in crisis. But when they come to me physically, they're in deep. So, all I can say is this. First of all, stand up for yourself. Do not allow anybody to inflict suffering on your own being under any circumstance. And why does it happen? Because people don't stand up for themselves. And it's funny because I watch these people suffer so much shit, and that, I know the individual doing it. So I'm going to regulate that. Trust me when I tell you that. I will regulate it. Because I don't even need to leave my house to do that. All I got to do is ask my spirit team to adjust and correct. And serve what is rightfully deserved. You see, that's what makes me different. I don't wish anybody bad. But what I do is when I know that there are individuals that I personally know that are inflicting harm and chaos on individuals, well, I just pull my energy back from that person that I know who is doing the ultimate wrong to another. I cut energetic cords with them so that no longer is my power being leaked to them or my protection of my being leaked to them. And from that moment that I cut the energetic cord, I simply ask, universe, clearly me helping this individual is not helping. So, rightfully serve what's deserved for correction. And I just have to sit back and watch. Well, that's what I plan to do today. So, I don't care who you are, what your name is, or what your title is to me. Understand this. If you are creating conflict and chaos and suffering on another individual, but think that you can get away with it because you're my friend, well, you're going to be sadly mistaken in the next 48 hours. I don't come out here and preach wellness to people and lift people up to allow anybody around me to be hurting another individual. Simple. So, this is a call out, a special shout out to anybody connected to me. If you are sitting back and watching another person hurt somebody else and you're not doing anything about it, well, you are as equally guilty of it in my eyes. So what does that do? That opens you up to a world of suffering for yourself by your mere choice. And that's not by my choice. That's by your choice. So you better govern your choices properly. Because don't think for a second that the big man doesn't see and know all. Because he does. And that's how I like to call it. The big man. Mind you, it's not a man. But you are not free from the choices that you make. Nobody is. There are consequences to every choice that you make. So if you personally choose to sit back and think it's a fucking joke as you watch another inflict suffering and pain on somebody, well, get prepared to receive that back because you are equally as guilty. And it needs to be said today. And you know what? When it comes to me, I don't care how long I've been friends with somebody. I don't care how I feel about anybody when it comes to their choices. I see people for who they are. And I give way too many people chances. Literally. Well, it's time that people pay for what they've done. See? And that's what makes this year different. It's a year of karma. And that's not a joke. And everybody who is deserving of the big lash from the big creator is gonna get it. So people better get right with that. Doesn't matter who you are. But if you're not walking around as the best person that you could be, for not only yourself, but the world, you're going to feel it. And if that's what it takes because you don't want to hear, so you must feel, well, so be it. My days of interrupting people's karma ended in 2023. And a lot of people get nervous. Even my own children get nervous about what's possible when I step in. Well, I'm no longer stepping in. What I am doing is cutting energetic ties to everybody not deserving of my energy. And that's all I have to do. Because their choices are not conducive to my energy. And if they are using my energetic cord to fuel suffering, well, then they're not worthy of it. See, that's the difference with me. I don't hold a blind eye. I speak up for the things that are wrong. I speak up, and I do not allow another person to inflict harm and pain. You know, I know what that feels like from my first breath. And it's not good at all. So it's not cool. I'm not cleaning up or interrupting anybody's karma this year. I don't care who you are. And I don't care what attachment you may think you have to me. If you are not governing yourself as a good individual on this planet, I couldn't give a shit what happens to you. Because those are your own choices that are about to produce your own mayhem. But I will not sit back and watch people with good hearts get destroyed by people who are not in their heart space. That's the difference with me. And it becomes my business when somebody makes it my business. And I don't need to leave my house to have it regulated. My spirit team is fierce. And I'm allowing karma to be served. Under any circumstance. I don't care what name it is. Because those who don't hear must feel. And you've had a choice to listen up until now. But clearly your actions prove different. So, I'm not interrupting anybody's karma anymore this year. Because karma is going to be spoon-fed to everybody. And I know that because I was told quite clearly that me interrupting people's karma must end. And that's why I've had to cut a lot of people off. Because just the connection to me extends the protection too. Well, I'm cutting all energetic ties. Because karma's got to be served. So, if you have been attached to me, and I have extended my energy to you, but yet you are out there destroying people, let it be known today that you are just as guilty as watching it happen. Well, my energy doesn't want any part of that. So expect that there is no cord there left. So what that produces is for you to eat your karma because you refuse to hear. That has nothing to do with me. So, everybody, step up into being a loving individual on this planet at any cost. No matter who's shaming you, blaming you, guilting you, trying to put you down or trying to make you fearful. Okay? Because I'll tell you something, I will not sit here and watch any woman suffer because of a man. Or multiple. That's where I draw the line. So when your life starts to go to hell today, you know why. Because the protection that you've been under is no longer there. Because of your own free will and choices, not mine. So yeah, consider this a warning. And not from me, but a warning from the Most High. Literally. You gotta watch what you are not standing up to in this world. Because, like I said, and I will continue to say, if you are sitting back, watching it happen, and think it's okay, you're about to eat the same karma as the person you're watching do it. Factually. And guess what? That'll be the universe lashing, not me. Because I'll be sitting in my home as your life goes to shit because you didn't stand up for what's right. Literally. 2024 is karma year. It's the year of the dragon. It is the golden age. If you are not operating out of love and light, well, you are about to be destroyed by it. Literally. So, like I say, you want to sit there and you want to watch people suffer and be inflicted with all kinds of pain and suffering and anguish and anxiety and all kinds of mayhem, and you don't do anything about it? Well, you're just as guilty. I don't care who you are. So, you don't want to hear? You're going to feel. If you ask my kids, what is your mother's favorite saying? My kids will tell you, those who don't hear must feel. I'll put it out there too. When the karma kicks in and starts beating your ass down, don't call me. Because you've done that to yourself. Literally. Because I've been interrupting people's karma for years and protecting them from it. Well, they choose continuously to be fucked up. Now it's time to let them eat their karma. And I'm really good at sitting back and obeying, eh? When I'm told, Tobi, that's it now. You've given these people enough chances to get it right in their own head and function correctly. They're by choice didn't want to do it. You leave them eat their fucking karma. Well, this year I've been instructed to do just that. So when you're choking on your choices, don't call me. Literally. And at that point, when you really want to fix yourself, go buy my books. Simple. This world's got to change. Well, I'm down for the change. And I'm super down to watch anybody eat their karma if they're causing suffering on another. I'll sit back with popcorn. Say, oh yeah? That's how you think you're going to govern in this world? Let's watch this. I will sit back and watch somebody literally eat their karma and choke on it and gasp for air without intervention if the Most High tells me to, eh? Trust that. Well, I've been instructed today, after what has been brought to me, to now allow everybody attached to that to eat their fucking karma. Well, it's time to do so. People don't want to hear, they're going to feel. Simple shit. Especially when it comes to thinking they're protected because of, oh, they've got contacts or connects to Tobi. You know what? You have no contact or connect to Tobi if you're out there fucking shit up. Simple. I don't care who you are. And I don't care what clout you think you have in my life, because not another person on this planet has clout in my life more than what I'm being governed by. It's not a joke. But you're just as guilty if you are sitting back, watching it happening and not doing anything about it, than the person who's doing it. I don't operate like that. And I hope and pray everybody that's operating like that fixes that shit today. Because I'm tired of giving the benefit of the doubt to people. And they don't run with that accordingly. Well, as of today, I cut all energetic cords and I allow karma to be served. Why? Because I was instructed that I must cut energetic cords so that the karma can be served. Because anybody I extend an energetic cord to is protected. Well, I was just instructed after that crisis coaching with somebody that I must cut energetic cords so that the karma must deliver. Because while they are protected by my energy, they cannot be served their karma. Well, as of today, I pull my energy back and snip, 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 cut all the fucking cords. And let everybody deserving of eating their karma eat it. Because that is not my creation. But clearly I've been protecting y'all a little too much from your own karma. And you keep wanting to inflict suffering and pain on people. Well, it's time for you to feel what you're producing on others. So I've been instructed. So hang on for the ride, because it's 2024 and shit's changing. And if you think that you're going to get away with anything, you're not. Because the Most High sees and knows everything. Every breath you're taking, every thought you're thinking, every idea that comes to mind, anything you say and do. Everything is taken note of and nothing is forgotten. So trust me when I tell you, you better watch your choices. And don't sit back and say, oh, well, it doesn't affect me, if you're standing there watching it happen and doing nothing about it. Big time. Anyway, it's time for shit to roll out the way it's meant to this year. Because if the change has to happen, well, it has to happen. And those who don't want to hear must feel. Well, that is a simple choice too. And I'm going to allow it to be like that as of today. So, when your life starts going to shit, don't wonder why. It's your own karma you're eating from the choices that you're making. Because of who you choose to be in this world. That's got nothing to do with me. Because I operate by the governance of the Most High. I am not creating karma. I am guided and told exactly what I need to do every single day. And I abide. because I'm not looking to suffer. I hope you all get it right today too, because karma's being served. What karma, you may ask? Exactly the karma that you've produced for yourself, because you're no longer protected by Tobi's energy. I don't care who you are. You make wrong choices, well, you're going to feel those choices. Because after what I just lived this morning, this woman in severe crisis and suffering, and people are letting it happen, and then I'm instructed by the Most High, yeah, you cut these energetic cords so I could serve the karma. Well, let the balls roll out. What balls? The karma balls. Literally. You can't walk around in this world thinking that you're on a higher horse or a pedestal and watching people hurt other people and think it's okay. And that it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with you if you see it happen. That means you're supposed to step in. You are supposed to do something about it. Well, when you choose not to, well, you're just as guilty as the person doing it. Be careful about the choices that you make in your everyday life and how you choose to govern yourself, because you are producing the results of exactly that. Yo, with the energetic amplification of what's going on the planet, trust me when I tell you, you do not want to be creating karma for yourself. Not now. You want to be loving yourself and loving everybody else, because if you're not, holy fuck, you're going to feel it. And that's got nothing to do but with anybody but your own damn fucking choices. So, you want to feel better? You want to get better? You better be a better individual. Because 2024 is serving karma and justice to the whole fucking planet. So what makes you exempt from it? You're not. Anyway. It's just got to be like that. And as much as I don't want people to suffer, well, if they continue to refuse to hear and make simple choices, well, then they must be pushed into suffering and pain by the Most High so that they will have their realization. Literally. That doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what class you are. It doesn't matter if you got cash or not. Yo, it matters the choices that you're making. And it's really not cool for anybody who claims to be a good person to sit back and watch another person drive another to the ground. How good really are you if you're letting it happen? How really good of a person are you if you are knowing about it and doing nothing about it? Oh, well, they can deal with it. Oh, nah, you've been put in that situation to stop what's happening. So you're either fueling the suffering or you are stopping it. Well, if you're fueling somebody's suffering, yo, you're fucked this year. We're not supposed to be unkind and unloving to other individuals. We're all connected. Whatever you do to another person, you're doing to yourself. And that's why you're going to feel the feelings of it. You can't do unto another and not expect it to be done to you. Well, the universe is literally, the Most High is serving platters of karma to people because they don't want to hear. Correction is happening on the planet. So you're either a part of the problem or a part of the solution. And if you're a part of the problem, God help you. Literally. And that's not a joke. So, guys, if you're making wrong choices for yourself, I pity your ass. Literally. So smarten up. Smarten up. Rewrite your wrongs. Get good with yourself. Like, you see, that's the difference with me. I go to bed every night. Zero karma, zero conflict, zero regret. I close my day, seal that shit. Today, wake up as a brand new person. Not too many can do that as they sit there and brain fuck themselves. I'm not into that. And I'm not into extending any energetic protection to anybody that's out there producing suffering. Sorry, I can't do it. And I've been instructed today to make sure I cut those energetic cords to really allow the Most High to step in, because the reason why that it's happening is because of my energetic connection to these people, which allots them protection. Literally. Well, they don't deserve that protection if they haven't graduated to that state of protection. It's okay. Because just as much as I've been trying to protect people, I have also been protecting them from their karma and their own choices. Well, guess what? No more of that shit as of today, because I've been instructed to literally cut energetic cords with everything and everybody on the planet. Because karma is about to be served. So, your choices and the way you operate is going to determine what happens. So if you think for 1 second that you're walking around as a good person on the planet, but yet you are watching another person inflict suffering onto another, you are just as guilty, because you did not step in or do anything about it, as the person that is doing it, because we are all connected. What you are doing to another individual, you are doing to you. I can't stress that enough. Well, me personally, I don't want to be connected to any person that's sitting back and watching another person create suffering to another and not do anything about it. It's as simple as that. Okay? It's as simple as that. So, you know? Anyway, guys, I got a call that I got to answer. You know? So, guys, watch your choices today. Because a simple choice of not stepping up for a situation that you know is not right could be your mere demise. Literally. And you don't even realize it. What you claim to, oh, it's not my problem, it's not my business. Well, if it was put in your face, it is your problem and your business. And if you don't do something about it, trust me when I tell you, you're just as guilty as the one doing it. I promise you that. Guys, I love you all. Be proper, loving individuals on the planet. Because if you cannot be a loving individual on the planet, you do not deserve the right to breathe. If you are inflicting more suffering, literally. I love you all. Get the most out of your day and make some proper choices for yourself and for everybody else, because it's not just all about you. So once you get your head out your ass and realize it's not just all about you, maybe you'll make some better choices for yourself. I love you all. Peace.